Hello everyone, good afternoon. This is Apple Yang speaking here. I'm an artist and a performer, as well as a producer and director. And today, I am here with you to celebrate the last day of 2016. But the most exciting thing is we are heading to 2017, and this is going to be a fantastic year. And I know deep inside of you already feel the energy, which is you want to make a difference, make a big impact to your life, to the world, to the people who you love around you. And I'm very excited for you at the same time. Let me share a little bit of story about myself. I am an artist, and currently I am making a new work which is called W.O.R.K.S. And W.O.R.K.S is a live art performance piece, and it will be presented at England, which is at a contemporary art center called W.O.R.K.S. Contemporary Art Center. This center is based in the northeast of England, a beautiful venue with beautiful creators in terms of the work they select, and I'm feeling very privileged. And this work is actually inspired by the history of trade, the crossing cultural boundaries, and the social accommodations of the immigrant experience, and the times from life after life transforming the imaginary space where East meets West. And when I talk about East meets West, and people always very fascinated about, how does East meets West, this work can be reviewed in the performing arts format. And this is something which is I am absolutely 100% would love to share with you. Because I was born in China, which is the mainland China, and I was born in a one-child policy time. And being in such a unique environment, which is, the triangle relationship, mother and father and daughter, a son or whatever, but because we are only one child and in the family, and because of this unique relationship and create as a very intense and unique personality probably, but at the same time, it's also give you a great insight and understanding, strong identity about who you are. One of the most inspirational person in my life, that would be my father. And he loves Chinese history, he loves Chinese art, especially calligraphy, especially Chinese painting. And I'm sure if you have experienced the beauty of Chinese calligraphy and painting, you will come to in a landscape, emotional landscape, and even physical landscape, which is full of imagination and full of grace, and as well because of the texture of the ink and the quality of the brush, it's brought you into a very unique spiritual journey. And I remembered when I was being taught by my father, the way how he wrote calligraphy, the way how he is breathing, the way how he moved his body absolutely inspired me. And at the same time, at a very young age, I decided I would love to learn more about Chinese culture, and to bring that part of uniqueness to whatever I do in the future. Because I think for me now, living in the modern society of Britain, and now I'm looking at Chinese culture, it makes me feel actually now these days, Chinese culture not just belongs to China anymore, it belongs to the world. And this is very, very exciting. And this work is going to be presented on the 16th of February 2017. And it's going to be a very, very unique and world-class performance. And I hope if you are based in the UK, do come to see the performance too. And especially, I'm feeling so privileged to be here with Marina. This is the last day of 2016, and I'm thinking, how are we going to celebrate this last day on the radio work, actually? And Maria, are you there still?
Yes, Apple, I'm so grateful. I could not envisage a better way of celebrating this amazing year, which some people hated, some people loved it.
Oh.
Just a few hours before we enter what I used to call a rehearsal for the New Year's. Because
yeah, I think if we put Yeah, if we put the
I'm waiting for the
intention.
Chinese year to kick in.
Yeah, Chinese New Year, it is also very exciting. It's yeah, it's just, you know, lots of colorful and beautiful. More about the intention, okay? Because I felt if we put the intention right, which is visualize the future, I found it's very, very important. And when we visualize it, we create it. We're creating emotions in the body, and it becomes a very inspirational energy. And using that imaginative mind, and that's really creating a metaphor and helping to shape into the future. And you know, we are all energy beings, so you know, let's get started for 2017. It is important because we every day we are living and breathing. It's a gift, you know, and we are alive. It is so important to be feeling privileged about it, and which is I am definitely.
So, Apple, I
Yeah.
know you perhaps don't have today the time to share your story, and perhaps it's not even relevant what you
Mm.
think of your past, because your past is not your destiny. But
Mm.
I'm very excited about what you think of your present. What's happening in your life right now, and it is exciting and fascinating, and people could be inspired. You have this tremendous energy about yourself. You are a
Mm.
creative human being, a very kind human being, and this is what we miss. I think we are missing more inspirations in our lives. So you could look at somebody else and think, oh my God, they done it, I can do it too. So what is
Mm.
happening in your life right now?
Okay, this is a very good question, because I think everyday living, finding inspiration is very important. It motivates every moment of your life. For me, I think I becomes more grateful. I think gratitude definitely is one of the ingredients to becomes part of your inspiration. And secondly, also, you know, paying attention to the detail of your daily life. And thirdly, you know, just giving yourself space and time to simply recognizing the pace of breathing, and asking yourself, how do you feel? How do you feel your body? How do you feel your feelings? You know, this is very important, because for the end of the day, we are the creator of our own energy. And when we talk about inspirations, and this is all related to energy, and very important, you know, also healthy eating, because our inspiration sometimes can be very up, can be very down. And if we looking after our body, being give attention to what we eat, what our feeding our body, it will also make a big shift and big. You can see the change, which is how your body telling you. I think in the society for now, Marina, I realize for the Western society, we're focusing a lot about the mind, you know, how do we think, and instead of how do we feel. And feelings are absolutely talents, and are absolutely gifts to life as well. So if we give nurturing that feelings, it becomes inspiration. And these feelings are also is energies, and how we're going to channeling that positive energies through very small things. I could give you very small operation examples. For example, color. A color I found is something absolutely very important, being part of my life, inspiration of my life. So I decided how I could stimulate my positive energy through the color I love. And you know, even when I put in clothes now these days, I'm not putting just serious clothes colors like people always think. You know, black color is represent power. I'm more putting more colors, giving myself more feelings to the bodies, and visually as well. And it's for me, it's definitely works, because all these colors becomes a dialogue with your body, with your visualization, with your senses. And this is stimulating, but at the same time, you are aware of your surroundings and all these important things in our life. What kind of objects and what kind of things really helping nurturing us. We need to pay attention to these details. And also people around us, I think, is also very important. Your family, your loved ones, and giving patience and listening. Recently I realized listening is loving. And the reason listening is loving, and loving is a higher consciousness of inspiration. Whatever you do, you need to put love in there. Whoever you be with, you need to have a love. And if without love, nothing has emotions. Without love, nothing has inspirations. So even your cooking, you need to feel you enjoy this. And probably people tell me, but I feel tired, I don't feel do it. Then don't do it, just relax. Don't give yourself too much where we have to be achieved. And every day just paying attention into give yourself space to breathe. I talked a lot here, but if you are with me here, and you can feel my energy in terms of I feel being here now is an inspiration to me. Being with Marina, you, and being with probably lots of people hearing my voice and hearing my stories, my experiences, that's also inspirational to me. I really enjoy being in the presence and focusing on a lot being in the presence too. So inspiration, it is a very big concept, but at the same time, it's very simple. We often, I had a period of time, for example, at a period of time, very depressed, heartbroken, and also miserable in terms of feeling hopeless. And if I'm looking back now, that past of the negative and unpleasant experience is kind of like a stage of transformation to lead where I'm now. And when I look at people who are unhappy, and I realize there's a few things if I could mentor or coach in the future, I would really giving just being an example next to the person and listening. And at the same time, I think they're always having method and tools to try. Don't give up yourself and don't stop putting effort, because for the end of the day, everything you'll be in control is you, and you are the co-creator of your life. And you can do anything, you can achieve anything, honestly. And this is what I've been experiencing that, and I know there's more things coming to my life. I'm on my way. Even I can't touch it, but I can see it. I even can smell it. So this is very vivid feelings is inside of me. And of course, when I was telling you about the unpleasant part of my life, how did I come through that? I remembered when I was, I have 2 kids. My life is being very chaotic. My son was at that time was just about 3, and my daughter was about 6 years old. People saying kids when they were little, they are more demanding. They were growing older, they are a lot easier. And my experience, actually, that's not true. It's nothing really becomes easier. Nothing really become easier. In fact, I felt when they're growing older, I need to give them a lot of more, emotional support and inspirations, motivations, because in this society, we seeing so much, mainstream influence, and giving them attention is requires lots of energy from myself. And I'm starting asking myself what I have given to myself. I need to pause, the moment to pause. I need to giving time to myself, nurturing my body. What am I feeding to myself, to my body? What am I eating? What am I feeding to myself, to my mind? And in fact, what I'm feeding to myself in terms of whatever I give to people, what is the response to me? And this is something I start impose my life. I stop really focusing my self-loving. And that self-loving is unlocking so much pain of my body and my emotional mind as well. Once that love starting flowing into myself, I even buying flowers for myself. I just go for individual travels as just myself traveling around the world. I took about 2 years off. I'm not saying I'm not talking to my kids anymore, not looking after them, but at the same time, my examples, my energy is their inspiration. My words can be inspiration, but my words comes from my heart, and my energy comes from my body, and this is cannot be separated. And this is what I'm keep saying. Don't ask you how you think all the time. Ask yourself, how do you feel? And I am a woman, and as a woman, we all know we have this powerful feminine energy, which is need to be expressed. And that expression comes from lots of artistic way. We paint, we dance, and we sing, we write, we share our artistic, our feelings. Even we don't share with the world, we can share with ourselves. It's a space for us to be us. And it is always very important. We need to give our space to be us. If you felt to be so rigid and to be so kind of like trapped in a certain rules or policies, but please pause for a moment. Give yourself some space which is just you. What you will like if this space just you? What would you do? And that moment when it starts flowing, and it's transforming your body, the feelings of your body. And that feelings becomes an inspiration. And the inspiration gives you emotions and becomes doing. And when we start doing, you see the result outcomes. It comes beautiful because you probably couldn't believe how beautiful you are until you see it. I have to say, I had a period of time, I couldn't see myself. I don't like my body. I don't even like my face. My eyes color was not bright. I couldn't sleep well. I was so worried. Oh, I just couldn't feel myself anymore. And because, since I become a mother, I become a giver. I give so much to my kids and to my family. And sometimes we forget ourselves, and that's very important. Yeah. Comes to my artistic work, I'm very, very proud about what I have achieved so far. And one thing proud is also a great gratitude. Out of this work, artistic work I have been produced, this is not comes just from, wow, I want to produce this, I want people come to see my work, I want to be famous. It's nothing about it. It's because all of my experience giving me this healing power to create work. And that work becomes a healing product. Whoever see it, their heart will be healed. Because I know when I creating the work in the day, and there is magic in there. And I believe in theater, I believe in film, I believe in books. They have healing powers to the readers, to the audience. And as an artist, I'm feeling so privileged. I could using all of my life experience, regardless negative or positive, and putting into a work and hand it like a gift and to the society. And I want you to see is everything is possible, but at the same time, we are in the society, we are healing all the time. And we're healing ourselves, we're healing others with love, with compassion, with passion, with inspiration, with innovation, creativities. And this is all hands in hands. And this is something you have in you because you have a story to tell. And that's very important. The inspiration, I know I talk so much about inspiration, but I'm sure at least it's something you can take with you.
Wow, Afal, it's so beautiful. I could listen to you for hours, you know.
Oh, thanks.
I'm thinking what I've done to deserve you to share with us your story right now, and simply making my day, my year, I could say. You know, I from what you said, I got that Western society, people are thinking more of the mind because they're conditioned to think that way, and then they align only their actions with their values and their beliefs, but they leave their emotions outside the door because they think there is no room for feelings. It's all about what you do. It's not about who you are.
Yeah.
And then the next thing, which I think is crucial, is the core of everything, is your advice to your key message today for our listeners is that you traded your to-do list to embrace your to-be list, to embrace your truth, to endorse your own vision. And that gave you the chance to step inside yourself, inside your beauty, your abundance. And from there, you could master everything you are about, your pure essence, your creativity, your intelligence, your emotions, and you mix them together and you bring out into the world this amazing, absolutely amazing person, which is Apple. And this is the gift you are making to the world, yourself. Because most of the time, people think they're not good enough. They're, like you said, their face is not wearing the right colors, or the eyes are the wrong colors. So
Yes,
it's
mostly.
always another excuse, but you realize that actually you do not hold the right to hold the gift you've been given at birth. That gift was given to you.
Absolutely.
To master it and bring it outside into the world and make this world a better place.
Absolutely.
And there is nobody to blame. There is no such thing like being the victim of somebody else, of playing the blame game with society. And we live in very, very difficult times right now. But they're only difficult because we think they're difficult. If we feel the gratefulness, the gracious of life and the amazingness of life, and we feel it to our mind, to our body, to our heart, and we take that journey from your mind to your heart, that's the longest journey that you could ever take, the 18 inches journey, that will take you to a place of abundance from where you'll never run out. You'll never run out of time, of energy. You'll never run out of love. And thirdly, the last part of your key message was about love. And I just want to add that for me, I was thinking today what I learned this year. What I learned, I interviewed thousands of people from all over the world. I learned so much from every single one of them, and even from our listeners who are asking questions. And I learned that you have to focus on what you love, and you have to love what you focus on. Is that simple? So came to me today, and when you were speaking, I was thinking, oh my God, you are just confirming, validating everything I said today. And I'm so grateful. So I know we are reaching a point where we have to end this show, which I wish would never end. And I hope, I really, really wish you'll come back and have your own show every single week and make us wiser, help us create better life choices, help us heal ourselves from inside out. And I just wonder, what is your key message for today, for our listeners, for yourself, for your friends, for your family, and for everybody on this planet? What is your key message, Afal?
Today's key message, okay. Key message is, you are awesome. You are well loved. You are beautiful. Looking forward to 2017. I'm sure this will happening, and this is happening now. Yeah, that's my key message.
Wow. From myself and Apple, from both of us, until next time, it's Happy New Year to
I know, Happy New Year! Yes, 2017.